to splatter the brain!
Well, if anyone could figure out a good use for it.
Hi.
All systems nominal. Scanning. Subject. Identified. Operating at full capacity. Greetings, ma'am.
Sweet. What was that? What the fuck was that?
Sensor anomaly detected. Sensor anomaly detected. Life signs detected. Movement detected. Curious.
Better have something good on you.
The sensitivity of my sensors clearly needs adjustment.
Getting tired yet? Playing games with me, huh? Who's out there? Nothing there now.
Better in our hands anyway.
Is someone present? Hello? Occurrence.
Hey, shoot! Don't mind the clutter.
Nat.
Hey lady, that interview you did with Piper is really selling. Here's your free copy.
Hey.
What you got for me? You know, the Institute has a lot of enemies. The Minutemen tangled with them once. The Railroad still does. I've even got some notes on these new guys. The Brotherhood of Steel.
That Brotherhood airship is hard to miss.
The Brotherhood of Steel doesn't do subtle. From what I've heard, they take whatever they want. Especially if it's high tech. They just might have the muscle to give the Institute a run for their money, but let's just say they have their own agenda.
Tell me about the Minutemen.
You know that group you rescued and conquered? Far as I know, they're the last Minutemen left in the Commonwealth. They used to be a volunteer army, dedicated to protecting friends, family, and neighbors. Sounds soft, but they were a real thing at one point.
You said something about the railroad?
Supposedly, they help runaway synths escape the Institute, but they're secretive. Ultra paranoid. The only thing I have is a rumor. A code phrase. Follow the Freedom Trail.
We should get going.
All right.
Hey.
Hey, here. Something to keep you sharp. Always worked for me.
Your thoughts?
Have any more questions about the Institute's enemies, Blue?
We should get going.
All right.
Heads up. Piper.
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
I try to be?
Seems like you're doing better than trying. I appreciate it. Too few folks can be bothered. Of course, in my experience, if you want to do real good, playing nice only gets you so far. I mean, look at Diamond City. A place I've been trying to warn of real danger. But every issue I publish, all I hear is, "Oh, Piper, why don't you ever publish anything happy? Piper, why can't you write something nice for a change?" It's enough to make me want to hang up my hat some days.
Why not just give people what they want?
What they want? I'm trying to give people what they deserve. The truth. Sure, it can be scary, knowing what's really out there. A night doesn't go by I'm not afraid some Institute drone will decide today's the day to pay old Piper and family a visit. But it's worth it, because I know the truth. That's what protects us.
Couldn't agree more. How can you protect you and yours if you don't know what you're facing?
Exactly. Most folks, though, they'd prefer a comforting lie. Not me. I've seen firsthand what the truth can do. My sister and I, we grew up way out in the Commonwealth. Tiny little settlement. Our dad, he was part of the local militia. Keeping the raiders off our backs and the mirelurks out of our latrines, as he'd describe it. Well, one day... Well, I didn't buy it. He was gonna leave the gates open one night. My dad found out and was gonna turn Mayburn in, but Mayburn got to him. I tried talking to the mayor, but he wouldn't listen. The mayor sure wanted to talk after that. The town threw Mayburn out.
Sure. You saved those people.
No. Those people saved themselves because they knew the truth. But hey, I'm sorry. It's just nice to talk to someone who...
Heads up. Wait there.
Okay.
Come on.
I'll be here. You sure manage to find your fair share of trouble, don't you?
It usually finds me.
Hey, I'm not one to judge. Honestly, it's just nice to not be doing it alone for a change. In my line of work, things tend to get pretty hairy. I've been shot at, poisoned, nearly executed. Heck, until recently they called the lockup in Diamond City the Piper Suite. Anything for a story, I suppose.
Someone poisoned you?
You kidding me? I barely had the paper going before I got poisoned. First time, I just published an article about this cartel of caravans that had been driving up food prices in the city. Article went over well, even got a boycott of their goods started in town, so I figured I'd pop over to the Dugout Inn for a victory drink. I'd already taken a swig by the time I realized something was wrong. Vadim, he wasn't at the bar. The beer tasted off, even more so than usual. And I started feeling real woozy. I don't know what he slipped. And there it is, the still. And I just start chugging moonshine. Honestly, I'm still not totally convinced it was better than just dying from the poison, but it worked. Blech. And while I was passed out on the floor, security, he eventually ratted out his bosses, and they all got to share some time in the pen.
Seems that execution didn't quite take, huh?
Thank God. I'd been working on this story about irradiated drinking water in Bunker Hill. I traced the water back to its source through these old... The children of Adam, setting up like they own the place. When suddenly I blurt out, "Adam! He reveals himself!" And they buy it. They pull me back from the ledge, and then gave me their induction ceremony. You are looking at an official acolyte of Adam. Took me a couple more days before I managed to sneak away, get Bunker Hill security to finally clean the place up.
You've led an exciting life.
Sure have. But honestly, now that I'm out here with you, getting in trouble, it's what folks like us do. I mean, you and I are out here, not for praise or reward.
Right.
I just wanted to let you know I'm real happy to be along for the ride.
I wouldn't want it any other way. I like having you close.
Oh, thanks, Blue. That's awfully sweet. And unexpected of you. So you want to get out of here? So,
Look alive.
just let me know.
Hey, Piper.
You know, I still really appreciate the fact that you're not an idiot.
Thanks, I guess.
No, I didn't mean like... I could just use some help. This isn't the sort of thing I'd normally bother anyone else with, but you just seem really good with people, and I've got this issue with my sister, Nat, becoming me.
Wait, become you? Like, replace you? Oh, is Nat a synth?
Oh, well, there's something I'm gonna lose sleep over for days, but no, not like a synth. More like she's gonna start following in my perilous footsteps. I mean, think about the life we lead. No offense. I can't have her ending up like her big sister. Dodging bullets and running from all the people she pisses off. It's part of the reason I'm on the road so much. Part of the reason I'm here with you. I keep thinking, maybe if I make myself scarce, if I'm not around her enough, she'll cool off. She'll just go back to being sweet, innocent Nat, paper girl, an all-around upstanding citizen. What do I do, Blue?
You just love her.
You're right. I can't risk that. Thanks, Blue.
Sure.
You really don't make them like you anymore. You're a hell of a friend, you know that?
Just friends, huh?
Well, yeah. I guess, but I thought so. Unless, something changes. God, did it get hot in here? But hey, thanks again for listening. It's a real weight off my chest to be able to talk it out with someone. So, you wanna hit the road?
Look alive. Piper.
That's a plan. Blue, you got a minute?
Sure thing.
Just what you said about Nat. I've been going over it again and again in my head, and what you said was right. Family's too precious. What kind of life is she gonna have if I never go near her again? It's just... sometimes it feels like the only things I've got in life are Nat and the paper. Having someone I can count on, someone like you, it's meant a lot to me. Not a lot of people want to hang around with the nosy reporter.
Yeah, but you're my kind of nosy.
You're the exception. I haven't exactly made a lot of friends in this career. I just wanted to right the things I thought were wrong. And when Nat and I first got to Diamond City, there was a lot of wrong. Crooked guards, lousy infrastructure. There was a hole in the exterior wall that was patched over with a bookcase. One bookcase. That's it. I started the paper more as an act of desperation than anything else. After the first couple of editions, people may not have agreed with what I said, but everyone was listening.
Sounds like you really cleaned up Diamond City.
Well, a lot of things got done. They even put a second bookshelf over that hole. And patched it with bricks. When that first edition hit the stands, I felt like I'd finally done something worth doing. But afterwards, people didn't want to talk the way they used to. Seemed that overnight I'd gone from being Piper. A lot of folks, they haven't treated me the same since.
I'm sure it's nothing personal.
Maybe not, but the result's still the same. You're not afraid of me like everyone else. I was sure that the paper would be the best thing I ever did in my life, but being here with you now I don't know. I've needed someone like you in my life, so thank you for being the friend I can count on.
It sounds to me like you're interested in becoming more than just friends.
Oh, I mean, I'd be lying if I said I never thought about you that way. Not that I'm always thinking that way. It's just, Blue, I'm loud and pushy and constantly getting in over my head. Why would someone like you ever want someone like me?
You don't need to be flawless, Piper. You're perfect for me.
Perfect, huh? That's a new one. Well, Well, I think you're perfect too. Goodness, Blue, come on. Let's not keep the world waiting.
You look a little roughed up. You should talk to Doc Crocker over at the Mega Surgery Center.
Excuse me, can I talk to you a minute?
Yeah, what is it?
Well, I remember you from the tap house. That time Paul made such a fool of himself fighting with Henry. Now he's missing. Paul, I mean, it's not like him, and I'm worried something's happened to him.
Have you asked Cook about it?
Well, that's the thing. Henry's missing too. Which is what makes me really worried about Paul.
Paul's dead.
Oh my God. How do you... Do you know what happened?
No. I just heard that he was dead.
Oh, I can't believe it. I'll never see him again. I'm so sorry I have to go now.
Diamond City Surplus. Open 24 hours. We sell everything. Stim packs, ammunition, outerwear, dinnerware.
Let's see what you got.
Here you are.
Excuse me.
I just miss him so much sometimes.
Ahem. Well, hello, beautiful.
Officer.
Want to do something fun? Run the bases. Trust me.
What's that?
Excellent. Miss Perkins.
Be careful when you head over to the Nakano residence. That whole area is pretty isolated. I wonder what the story is between Mr. Nakano and Nick.
company.
Go on. Just like that.
You've got to help. They've kidnapped my husband.
Tell me what happened.
They said they'd be back for ransom in a few days. If I...
Don't worry. I'll get him back.
We asked the Minutemen for help. Just bring him back safe, okay?